What's up, everybody? John Eric Pauli here with my MMA news, and today's guest will be fighting Ion Cutelaba at UFC 279 on September 10th. That fight, of course, just a few days away, September pay-per-view. Pleased today to be joined by Johnny Walker. Johnny, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, my friend. I'm just in a really rush here. House is really messy. I have to cook meals for go tomorrow on the flight and back in a little bit, But everything's good.
So, fight night is literally just days away. You're getting ready to get on a plane and fly over here to the United States from Ireland. Just how are you feeling both physically and mentally ahead of fight night?
I feel really pretty strong physically, quickly and technical. I've been working a lot of my defense, my box, of course MMA, wrestling as well, and physically strong, mentally strong, very confident because I've been doing a lot of hard work. So everything's good.
So I do want to talk to you a little bit about training and preparation for this fight. First of which, before we get in the camp or anything, I want to start with your gym, SBG Ireland. Obviously, everyone that knows it follows your career, right? You are Brazilian. Just how did you end up, over into Europe training in Ireland when you're obviously from Brazil?
It's nothing kind of really behind. It's just what life's going on, what the life brings me. I have a Irish fiance now. I have an Irish coach. It's just I passed through here, and I love the culture, the country, the food, and good training, good coach, good fiance. So I'm staying. Well, now it's my second home. My first home now and my home.
And one thing, obviously, that's really in your favor of training over there in Ireland at SBG is the coaching that you get. I want to ask about two coaches in particular. We'll start with, obviously, your head coach, John Kavanagh. Obviously, he's a great mind in the sport. Anyone that's been following the sport is very familiar with his name. Just what is about him that makes him such a good coach?
He's really committed with his job. He have a lot of experience as well. He have a lot of fighters, so he corner people almost every weekend. And in his background, he fought MMA already. He have a jiu-jitsu grappling background, and he's into the work. He's work every day. He cornered people, and he have a lot of fighters. So what make him special is I think he's committed of his job and he have a lot of experience and keep getting experience and get better. He always bring good new techniques that work. He watched the fight before, like UFC or whatever fight. Our fighters go or UFC or whatever events going on. He get the finish of the guys there, and then he bring to the gym. We figure it out together, and then he teach us, and it's just he loved his job, and I think he's make his good coach.
And the other coach I want to ask you about, Owen Roddy. Everybody kind of says that he's like a genius when it comes to striking there. So just what's it been like getting able to work with him as well?
Yeah, it's really good. I've been working with him for a couple 2 months, I think, the last 2 months, and a lot of technique, a lot of drills, and he teach me things that I know already that I'm doing, but I don't know why and how I'm doing. Like he said, do you go when you go to this side, when you go this way because this, because that, like when the guy cut you on the cage like this, when the guy follow you. So he teach me. He showed me why I was doing that and how can I get better, how can I do better. And now I'm doing the proper job now, and I know why I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, a lot of great coaching there at SBG, and you obviously alluded to that as well. Now let's get into the specifics of training camp there. Obviously, camp is pretty much wrapped up as you fly here over to the United States now. Just how did your camp go?
Been amazing. Doing a lot. Today I did 2 sparring sessions. One in the morning, one in the evening. In the morning, did more like MMA, striking, more like Muay Thai or kickbox striking, like shoot and kick, And in the evening, I did sparring 2 rounds, 5 minutes with a heavyweight. His name is Thomas Cartney. He's fucking 118 kilograms. And it was a tough, hard sparring as well. And been working on this gym, the boxing gym, with Becky Collins. He's really good coach and for boxing also. He's getting my hand sharp for this UFC 279.
And now tell us a little bit about your opponent, what you've seen out of him as you were scouting him, and kind of what you're expecting now on fight night.
Yeah, I've been watching him loads. I watch all of his fights. I understand his pattern of fight. I know how he fights wild box and wrestling. Like I know what he like to do. So I've been drilling and stood his technique. I know how when he come, when he go back. I like everything's is like it's cracked. Like I know how he fights and I'm ready to fight him. So he's a good opponent, and for the all hard work I've been doing, he gonna make me look really good when I beat him.
So you had a post I wanted to ask you about on your Instagram that you just posted recently as fight night was getting closer, and you were saying that you are now more hungry and ready than ever. You used other words in that post such as redemption. Obviously, there's been a lot of deep meaning behind it, probably a lot of deep meaning behind this whole entire camp. Just kind of what's been going on that's kind of been driving you to succeed and make these posts that we've seen like that.
I don't know, but it wasn't me that did that post.
Oh, social media team there.
I, it's my friend. He know who I am, what I do. He's been following me for long, and probably he posts and write things that he knew that I'm feeling like it's just like this. I come from 2 losses and I want to come back, and I know I have a chance to become a champion. I know I have the potential for this. So now I've been putting a lot of hard work, and now it's redemption time, joy, comeback time. Mm-hmm. And I haven't been watching much, paying much attention on social media. I've been just train, eat, sleep, repeat, because there's a lot of commitment, a lot of consistency to become world champion, and I want to be world champion. So I have to be world champion now. I have to live like a world champion now to become world champion one day. I don't have to wait for the belt. Then I'm gonna start to work like a world champion. No, I take all of the distractions, like social media stuff like that, and just train, bro. Eat, sleep, repeat, look after myself, and work hard every day. There is no other way.
So obviously, you've mentioned several times, not only here, but obviously in the past, right? The goal is to indeed be champion one day, and obviously anyone that would know if they just looked at your record right now, right? There's been some tough nights out at the office, but to your credit, I mean, since you've come into the UFC, you've been fighting really the best competition. Like I said, not a single easy night out in the office, and obviously when you fight the level of competition that you fought, you're gonna have losses that get in there. So I guess pretty much what I'm asking here, right? You had this desire to be the champion. What's kind of the road look like for you now that you've dealt with everything that you've kind of experienced in your career here, and what's kind of the roadmap, I guess, going forward?
Yeah, it's just experience. If I haven't passed through that experience, I'm never gonna make changes. I make a lot of changes in my career, in my life, in my lifestyle, in my mental health, in my routine, and every time I'm looking for get better, to do better, to be a better human being, not just a better fighter, but a better human being, with better schedules, with better habits as well. I'm sleeping more now. I'm looking after myself better. Like I'm doing more injury prevention. I'm working on my skills. I'm practicing repetition. And I'm take the I'd say the distractions off. I'm became a better fighter. I'm danger fighter. And UFC put this guy to fight against him because I'm a killer. So I have to fight against killer. And either I can knock them out or I can get knocked out. So it's just the high level works like that, no? Mm-hmm. I have nothing to and I'm happy to have this experience, and coming forward now, I'll be better than before,
All right, now to end, let's go outside of the cage here a little bit. I know you're a very busy guy. Not only are you training for a fight, but you're planning a wedding too. So how's the wedding planning going?
Yeah, I'm planning to get married in December 1st. So I'm gonna go Vegas, get bring the gold home. My stag is gonna be in October, first week of October. Then I'm planning Ireland to start to do another company training, to start already, kick and get in shape, be stronger to start another company because I'm planning to fight in UFC Rio in January, I think 23rd after my wedding. So it's all work.
Balancing all of that, planning the wedding while being in camp like that?
It's not that bad when you have a very competent fiance, so she's really good. She's doing most of the work. I just have to sign some papers and go into some meetings and organize some documents, and she look after everything else.
Yeah, and let's end too by giving your fiance a shout out. I know a lot of fighters and a lot of professional athletes will say that whenever they find the right woman, they make things so much easier with not only their personal lives but their professional lives as well. It's always good having a good lady in the corner there. So, just what's it been like with your fiance, and give her a little shout out.
Yeah, she just changed my life. You know, when I met her, I was kind of lost myself, you know, a little bit, and then she put like what's the name? I know the name in Portuguese, bússola. When you see it north, south, east, what's the name? The little thing that you look
The
at.
compass?
Yeah, she put a compass, so I know where I have to go now, and she make my life easier. Not easier, but you know, more organized. She organized my life, you know, and she make me really happy. I'm really proud of her, and she helped me with everything. She's a great support, you know, and she not make my life easier, but I mean, she make my life easier, but it's not just this. That she more enjoyable, you know, because I know I have somebody that really support me whatever happen, you know, and this is making me more comfortable and more with more confidence, you know. And she's a great partner.
All right, Johnny, last thing now for you, man, before you head out. Social media management sponsors, anybody give a shout out to? Floor is yours.
Just say thank you for everybody that's been following me and supporting me on social media. And big shout out for my team, SBG Ireland, my coach, John Kavanagh, Owen, Roddy, and Becky Collins, all of my partner training. Thank you very much, everybody that's been helping me in this company training. Thank you, my fiance Tara, my family, and that's it. Let's go to the war.
All right, Johnny, thanks again so much for all the time here today, man. Really appreciate it. Best of luck again. Johnny fighting September 10th. That's the UFC's pay-per-view for the month of September coming up here in just a few days. Thanks to everyone that watched today's interview. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. And you guys know the drill at MyMMANews.com. Keep checking the website out. Go to our social media pages. Give us a like and a follow as well. We'll see you later, everybody.